All right, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Real Talk with D's, man. I got some special things in store for you today, man. We got some good topics, that's personally related, and we got a special guest, man. Today's topic is. Now, you know what? I'm gonna let our special guest go ahead and introduce that topic. So, without no further ado, let me go ahead and bring in Terrill. Terrill, what's going on? How you doing today?
What's going on? What's going on?
Give it up. Give up for Terrill. You love them vocals. Give it up. All right. Terrill, it's a long time coming, man. I appreciate you taking time out. Like I said, before we even get to the topic, I'm gonna let you introduce the topic today. But before we get into the topic, why don't you let people know what you got going on? And in case they don't already know you, if they messing with these, they should know you already. But in case they don't know you, why don't you tell them a little something about yourself?
All right, guys. Hi, what's going on? I have a lot of energy right now. But Deez, I just want to say first, thank you for having me on your show. This is so cool. And thank you for always promoting the work and you're just so awesome, and I support your hard work and stuff and everything that you're doing and building and growing and stuff. And you have my support. But I'm working on an album coming up here very soon, you guys. My very first debut solo album. I was telling Deeds backstage that I've done a lot of work for other artists and wrote music for people and worked with a lot of on stage and live and stuff, but I've never had my own album, and I feel like timing is now and it's happening, and I'm just really excited about everything. So yeah.
That's good, man.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. I always say that. I'm super excited to talk with you, and you are really real. So I'm so ready to get into it.
I appreciate that. Well, I guess I couldn't be not real and have a show called Real Talk. So for those of y'all don't know, before I get into it, in the meantime, in between time, let's talk about DZVILL Music, the show, because we're going to have Terrill on there anyway, because as you know, she's a vocalist and an artist, and she's working on her new album, and she's going to tell you about some things she got. I'm going to let her do it. I'm just so excited for her. I feel like spilling the beans. But once again, man, you guys, don't forget to check out the merch shop. Get you some cups and mugs, man, because it ain't nothing like waking up with DZVILL in your cup. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I always have to give it up for D, boy. Do y'all like how I put that in there? I thought that was right. It's like, man, that's the product that I need in my life. I need to get me a DZVILL cup. That's exactly what I need. So anyway, y'all, today we're gonna have some real conversation, man, with your boy Deez and Terrill in the building. She gonna tell us at this point we got a topic. But we just gonna freestyle, man. We just gonna see how I roll, man, because you know how your boy D's do it, man. So today's topic on deck is struggles as an artist and how to cope. Me coming from the music side, making music, and like I said, I definitely don't put myself in realms with other people. I just think that I'm kind of ahead of where I'm supposed to be with me just starting. So I feel good at the position that I'm in. But I don't do vocals, I don't sing, you know what I'm saying? I can rap, but I would prefer not to. I did all that. I'm more so in the music now, just providing that for people. And Terrill coming from a vocalist, she did some art, performing in front of people and all that stuff, which I, as a person that make music, I get to sit in the background. I don't really have to deal with that unless I'm on Real Talk with Deez or DZVILL Music, the show. So I guess let's start with our guest, man. I talk a lot, so I could probably try to take over the conversation. So let me let Terrill tell me what she feel about her struggles as an artist and how does she cope with, everything.
Oh my gosh. And it's so crazy. Man, you were saying a lot of good stuff right there. And I was just thinking about you said, I don't like to put myself in category with other people, or other artists and stuff. Right. I feel like we're all, there's a category for everyone, and right. To match people up and say, oh, you got to be better than this person, there's space for everyone. There's a lane for everyone, and that has been my motto. I don't compete against people. I support people. I don't want to compete because I feel like everybody kind of does their own thing, right, their own way. You know what I'm saying? Even though it could be very similar to other artists, I feel like everyone has their own thing in their own lane. And it shouldn't be a comparison anyway. But the struggles of Music. Oh my God. It's like, where do we start? You know, it's like, it's my big thing. And the message that I want to get out to people is like, you have to work, like you work really hard, these, but you have to work for everything pretty much. Nothing is gonna be just given to you, nothing's gonna be just handed to you. And when I first moved to LA back in 2011, I didn't know where to start. Like I had no idea where to start. So I was just like, and I thought, oh, all I have to do is go audition for stuff, because you know, when I audition for stuff, I get it. No matter what, I'm gonna get it.
Right.
So I thought all I gotta do is audition for stuff, and then they'll just hand me everything else. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to work for anything. I just show up, sing, and then I get the gig. But I learned years of being in LA and performing on stage in front of lots of people, and you know, connecting with R&B Live was my very first gig in LA, which is it's all Black celebrities,
Nice.
Benet, Faith Evans, Tank, like all
okay, I see.
Yeah, that was my very first gig. And how I got connected with them is that my sister and I, we were watching some show, and they said, come out to R&B Live. It's in LA. If you're in the LA area, come out and just audition for it, and we'll set you up, right? And my sister said, you should call them. You should check it out. So I called, and they said, yeah, come up on Wednesday, and we'll have you audition with the band. And I went up and I auditioned with the band, and literally they booked me that day. So the performance was like the next day, right? And this is my first time
trying to
in LA.
LA.
Performance in LA. I've been singing my whole life, so
right.
That's not a problem. But my actual first performance was with R&B Live, and there was tons of music people in the house. I had no idea. I just wanted to sing.
Right.
And yeah, they treated me like crap for the first.
What? I didn't see that coming, y'all.
Even this is a struggle now. Look. Yeah, yeah. Because I was new. I didn't really know. I was so excited about it, and I remember bringing too many people. To one of the shows, and I had wrote down a certain amount, but I had a bunch of other people come, and they didn't have tables for them and sitting room. And the guy was like, "Look, I told you not to bring. There's, you know, we don't have enough this and that for these people, whatever." And I was like, "Okay, like,
wow.
Okay." Then I remember seeing another artist going there and treating them kind of crappy and being like a diva and kind of having that personality, like, oh, you gotta listen to me. This is my time and my show, you know?
Right.
You her differently. Like they kind of ball down to this person.
So you start seeing the difference in
yeah. But I didn't want to change me because
right.
I'm not that deep. I'm not a diva like that.
Right.
So I don't want to be like nasty and disrespectful.
Nah, it don't suit. It don't suit, you know? Like,
right.
Nah.
So I was like, so people were like, are you gonna go back there? And I was like, yeah, why not? I want to sing. All I want to do is sing, you know. It didn't hurt my feelings. It was just okay. And next, I'm still gonna sing because that's what I came here to do. But it's like little things like that, and being told no, and like people shut down from these things. But I think when you are an artist and you just sing and that's just what you do, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, you just keep going, you know, you just keep pushing.
And see, that me, like, and with me, I don't like being told no. I don't like rejection. I mean, I know it's part of life, y'all. So don't get me wrong when I tell y'all this, but I mean, this is real talk, so I got to be honest.
Yeah,
I don't like rejection. I never, you know, back in the day, you know what I mean? I didn't, a lot of times I think men, they don't act on a lot of things out of fear of rejection. You know what I'm saying? And you never know, you might be missing out on something. You know, so that's why when coming out with music, like, man, for somebody to tell me that, man, that's horrible. Like that is like my nightmare sentence for somebody to be like, oh, that's kind of horrible. Like, you know what I mean? And
right.
It's like, I still, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I'm getting used to hearing, I've never heard that, by the way, y'all. I've never heard nothing that's horrible. Right. You know, but I've heard somebody say, oh, you know, that's not my favorite, or, you know, something like that. And, you know, that first time you heard it, you're like, wow, you know, it makes you want to ask, like, well, okay, well, why don't you like it? And that's what I was talking to you about the other day, where it feels like when you put out the music that you like, everybody's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but to you, it's like shit gold. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it just, I don't know, and I don't know if that's what you feel about every vocal or every line that you put out. How could they tell me no? I mean, and especially when you got a voice like that, I wouldn't be confident either. I would be able to be sure to get off the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? I do it now. You know, like I said, I know every beat is not gonna be something that everybody liked, but I liked it, so that's why I put it out. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those things.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is like I started auditioning for a lot of the The Voice, American Idol, and X Factor, all these shows, and I would get private auditions, so I would skip all the rough and stuff, like standing out and the lines and stuff, and but at first when they would tell me no, I'd be like, I would feel shut down. I would feel terrible. Oh my God, how am I going to do that again? But as I got older and I started to learn, like, that's a TV show, that's their TV show, they get to pick who they want on the show. If my voice doesn't fit what is supposed to be on the show, then it just doesn't fit. Also, it also helped me understand timing. I thought I was ready for a lot of stuff, but I wasn't. I wasn't ready. When I look back at videos, I always look back at my work. I was not ready. Like I could just see, like, I wasn't ready, but in my head I thought I was. But so it just helped me understand timing, and it helped me understand that even though people say no, you just keep going. I mean, you just keep doing it because that's what you love. You can't you
can't let other people shut you down. And like I said,
feel some way about it. Just be like, okay, that's what they think, I'm gonna keep doing me. You know what I mean?
Man, there's people out here, just like when I started my channel, you come up with certain people. Like it's almost like when you go to a new school, or you grow up with these certain people, you come up with a certain group in YouTube. And I see a lot of people gone, man, and it's mainly because they didn't feel like they had support. Me and Kimmy was kind of talking about it, like he said, man, y'all, sometimes some of these people need is, like he said, man, for somebody to just say, man, I believe in what you're doing, keep doing what you're doing. That was the realest shit I could that somebody could say on the show. Like that's it. That sums up why we do what we do. And a lot of people are doing it for free. They ain't monetized. They taking care of their kids. They coming home after a long day at work, providing content, good content for free that networks charge you for. Any other case, radios and Spotify's and they charge you for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But we provide that content to you for free. And that's what, as an artist or as a creator or a content creator, those are the things that bothers us the most. And some people succumb to that and they give up.
Yeah, they do.
And it's just, I ain't never been close to giving up, but I have felt that feeling like, man, why am I doing this for people that don't appreciate it? You know what I'm saying? And it don't take much, man. It don't take much, but it's those twos and fews that come through. Even if it's one or two people that come through and you consistently see them and they like, man, I believe what you're doing. This is nice. This is such and such, man. Keep going. Or you inspired me. Those few people are the ones that drive the stuff that we do in the future.
Yeah, no, support. It's crazy because, like, I know a lot of people. I worked in the restaurant industry for a long time, and I work with like 200 people at a time at certain points. But so I would meet a lot of people, and they knew that I sang, and just a lot of people were like supportive, and they kind of like, but as soon as they see you start kind of growing, then they kind of, oh, she doesn't need really, they see you, but they don't want to support you, But YouTube has been such a blessing because now I'm not monetized. I'm very close. I'm like so close. So it's like whatever, but now I've met these people from all over the world that I don't know, that I don't even know, and they support me. Literally, they're like supporting me, and that is a gift in itself, because I know all these people. I live around so many people that that were supporting me at one point, but then all of a sudden I'm still posting. This is another crazy thing, Deez, is that I would be still on people's pages saying like, oh my God, you're amazing, you're great,
right?
Instagram and stuff, and then I don't hear anything from them. So I'm like, okay, let me just check and see.
Yeah.
Let me just check and see what's going on. So I'll check and see if they're still following me, and I'll be deleted like off.
What?
Yeah, that's happened.
Y'all, hold on, man.
Yeah.
Do y'all see that? That's what I'm talking about. See, that's real. That's real talk right there, y'all. That's what I'm talking about right there, man.
Wow, like, what did I do? Wait, when did this happen? Like, I'm still texting. You're amazing. You're great. How's everything going? And nothing. And then all of a sudden, I'm not even on the friend list anymore. But then I do get people that they'll be online and they'll say, I see you. I see what you're doing. Keep going. You're amazing. You're doing great. But they won't put that on my video, on my picture. But if they inbox me or something, like they see me, oh my God,
they don't want to publicly back you up.
But they never say.
I don't get that. Why do you think that is? Like, I mean, what do you think? Like, what is that about?
People like to secretly watch people, and a lot of people, which is so sad for me to say, people don't like to see people. People say that they like to see people grow, but people
they don't
like to see.
Hold on, give it up, man. Hold on.
Just don't.
Somebody see that she ready for real talk, y'all. Terrill is ready for real talk. She knows she are
not even trying to be like, not trying to say anything mean or anything in any way.
That's just the
don't
truth.
like to see people advance, and I've heard this from a lot of other YouTubers and people that grow really big. Is when they start, like, people are like, oh yay, they'll be cheering for you, and then all of a sudden they see you growing, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, well, she's acting like this now, but you never change. They change. Right. They change your perception of you because you're working towards something. Yeah. So it's like,
I do believe it's hard to say. If people say, you gotta say that with a difference, and I feel like people are jealous, man. I feel like sometimes, and when I say about jealousy, it can be the fact that they're jealous that you got the ambition or the motivation to do what they want to do, but they don't want to put in the work to do it. But they mad at you for doing it because you're able to do it and make it successful, man.
And that's their problem. You know what I mean? Like, you can't take on their problems, because I'm going to keep on doing it. Yeah. This is the thing. When you find yourself, because, we all feel like, man, I've just been working so hard. I'm not getting anywhere. It's not, it's moving a little at a time. So how do I get, and when you get in that funk, just think about, if you're thinking about someone hating on you or jealous of you or something like that, that's not your problem. Right. You're going to continue producing music as you are. Yeah. You're going to keep doing what you're doing, because this is fun for us, right?
Yeah, and I love this, man. I love it. And that's the crazy part about it. So, it's easy. You know what I'm saying? Right. And people being like, man, how long? Why you putting out so much? Because it's easy, man. Well, as soon as I'm done with one, I'm moving right on to the next one, because I'm excited to get to the next one. Like, ooh, can I?
That's how you work, yeah.
So like, until I slow down, this is what it is, y'all, man. I'm literally doing at minimum 4 to 5 tracks a week, y'all. Every week.
Awesome, man. That is so awesome. That's really, really awesome.
And I'm learning. I'm learning, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's very funny, like with just like you said, with music, singing, being able to provide, so for example, like when you doing, you know what I'm saying, like you sing some of the songs that people got out better than them, you know what I mean? And so, but when you start making your own stuff, and with like your project that's coming up, this is where the judgment,
right?
You feel what I'm saying? And
this is what they told me.
This is what you came here for.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So, I'm already knowing, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm facing it. I don't know. I guess I don't know how to put it together right now, because it's like I got so many thoughts in my head. But I see when you doing your own stuff, man. It's like I'm wondering how we gonna cope for that. You've been singing for how many years now? Since you was a kid, like
since I was 8. Yeah, since I was 8 years old. Yeah, and then my first recording was when I was 15. So
wow,
I've been in the studio. It's like easy. Like that's going to the studio is easy. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You look flawed. Like I said, I seen a video you did that you did with somebody the other day, and I'm gonna start being professional to y'all when quoting everything and having that ready for y'all, so I can give y'all a snippet. But I seen a video and I was like, it's just so flawless. It's like sometimes you come to expect greatness with certain people when you go see them. You're like, I'm already knowing. It's not like I'm more worried about how they handling everything else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not the actual thing they need to do.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
you know
that makes sense.
Like, I know you're gonna bring it with the vocals, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's see how everything else go, man. And that's where my main concern is, because as much as other people, as much as I try to tell people, and I can't expect everybody to be like me. I can't ever expect everybody to be like Terrill.
Right.
I can't ever expect everybody to treat us like we treat them.
Right.
And that's just those are hard lessons of life. But those are the things that I invest in when I invest in people. I invest in who you are.
Yeah.
And what's gonna make you happy to get there. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's like people like us are rare, man. I mean, and it's like it's small circles indeed, because people will smile and act like you said, they will act like that's what they about. But behind the scenes, that's not what they really about.
Right.
You know, and they ain't about doing nothing that's not giving it, you know, what's in it for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people don't like to help each other if they can't clearly see the finish line.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy. It's so crazy because, like, you know, I have people send me stuff all the time, like, oh my God, like, support my thing. And I'm like so excited to support because I'm like, this is what we're here for. This is the craziest thing, Deeds. If you think about it, people are spending tons and tons of money on artists that don't even know they exist when they have friends around them.
Real talk.
Creating good music, and they're not even supporting their friends.
Nope.
Their friends.
Dude, like that, and that's one of my issues. I got friends that I you know, well, at least, you know, I'm talking about people that's in my city, you know what I mean? Like, that I would think, like, this is what he's doing, I'm gonna support it, man. I'm everything, I got you, bro. Like,
not even money wise, just like,
you know, just check it out.
Comment,
encourage me.
Something,
you know,
or like,
and the problem is to think about that they would go skip past, you know, what would be, I'm supposed to be they dude.
Right.
You know, see somebody else. They don't even know, like you said, that they ain't gonna know they don't even know.
And they praise them, lifting them up. Of course, they have great production, great music, and everything.
I get it.
People, but like artists that are people friends, like, you know, they would want you to help them, and I don't have a problem with that. I love doing it. I'm like, oh my God, you need me to share something? You need me to go and vote for you somewhere? Like, I'm down. I'm there. Like 2 seconds. It take 2 seconds, but.
I agree. And I want to be clear, y'all. This is not, you know, a rant or, you know, bitterness. It's just the truth of things. We're talking about the struggles of an artist.
Right.
And those are struggles of an artist as well as a content creator, man. Is people, you know, first of all, you already got to put yourself out there and you can be judged when you're trying to do a collaboration with somebody.
Right.
You know, so when you do a collaboration, these are the type of things that you're gonna come across. And the key is, how are you gonna handle that on the spot when you need somebody like that and you gotta finish a project? You gotta get the project finished.
I have to tell you about collaboration. Collaborate actually with bigger artists and with like artists that have like more followers, you know, whatever. And but not that are not like popular, but they have like a social media following or whatever. So one guy, I you know how I do the little duets and I'll post them on YouTube. Right. I just post one and I'll get artists from Boise and like and I connect with people like that.
I see you. I be seeing you.
But I one guy, we sound really great together and he loved it. He was like, "You're amazing, blah blah blah." And I sent him a thing to like collab with them, like, "Hey, you know, why don't we like do a duet or something?" That would be like really cool. Just he saw the message and he never texted me back. And I was like, is he just not gonna respond? Because I wasn't used to people just like, not responding. People like always respond. I said, okay, well, let me just look this guy. Let me look. Maybe he's like, he has too many followers. You know, he probably don't want to connect with like a lower, not a lower, but just like a.
I get what you said.
Everything. And so I went on YouTube and I saw that he had been on YouTube for like years, but he hadn't posted anything recently. But he had been on there for like 10 years. He had all these views and like 100, like maybe 100,000 followers or something like that. Yeah, and I said, okay, well, that makes sense. That's probably why he didn't respond back. But you know, it's just like, I mean, you gotta try at least.
Yeah, you gotta try. I don't have men on. You know, and I ain't gonna lie about, you know, people's around me, they encourage me like, man, go ahead and try to reach out to, you know, so I don't have no problem reaching out to nobody, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, if you get to know me, and most people that be around me, they know that actually stick around.
Right.
They know I'm about my business. I'm about helping other people, like for real, legitimately. Because to be perfectly honest, y'all, you help other people, you help yourself. The problem is that when you get to a certain level and you got all of this stuff you're doing, it's hard to get back with people and go to their channels and check them out. So that's when you start losing people. They like, oh, you can't come to my channel and read and look at my last 10 videos. I ain't seen you in the comments. I'm not even finna fuck with you no more.
Right.
And then that's where it starts, y'all. And that, to me, if you know what I'm doing and you know I'm super busy, way busier than you, actually, you know what I'm saying? We all got stuff we doing, but you know I'm busier than you. Why would you stop supporting me? And you know, if I was there and I was able to do it, I would do it.
Right, right.
And you constantly, and so it's one of those things that when I say I want real, true supporters, I don't want nobody that because I wasn't able to get to you, all of a sudden you're not there. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Like I like people that are not fair weather.
Right.
People that are gonna be there whether when I'm doing good and I'm hot and I'm bumping, and people there to bring me up by my bootstraps when I'm not doing good and it's not feeling so good. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to find that to it.
I mean, it really is. I think with that whole thing, you know, support and going and commenting and stuff. Like I didn't know that was the way to do it at YouTube. Like when you start out, that is the way they do it when you start out, right? And I still do the commented thing. I try to hit. I go through my inbox and I have like 3 weeks of messages, so I'll just try and hit people as I go up on the on my messages thing. But
it's hard. I don't even get it. I don't get as many comments, but it's
a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
And then not on top of replying to the comments that they give you.
Right.
You know, because people getting their feelings about that too. That's something that I learned along the way. If somebody comment on your video and say, hey, it's a great video or whatever, blah, 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 and you don't get back with them to them would be a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, so you just can't sometimes.
And they don't, but see, people don't, and that's what makes today's so crazy because people don't have common sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? You should be able to differentiate somebody who's being genuine versus somebody who's just, you know, being fake. I mean, I don't come off as ingenuine because I used to see my name everywhere, everybody page, every day. And I just don't have time for that no more because at that time, all I was doing was my video games. Now I got music, and now I got
you're working on a lot. You are working on a lot.
Yeah, like I don't have time, y'all. And I wish I had that time, but I still got to make sure I take care of my family. It's good, man, to be able to, you know, still like it's crazy when you start seeing people branch off as they get older, and you actually like, man, y'all kind of like. I don't know. I just feel like I'm stuck in this zone, man. Like everything, like time is moving, but I'm not.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like,
makes sense.
I'm not moving, and not meaning like I'm stuck in my ways or stuck in it's just more so just it seems like things are moving and I'm not. I'm like, man, what's going on? It's 20 years I've been what? My son making tracks now. What? Like, you know, it's surreal. It's surreal.
I talked to Cliff. I talked to Cliff today actually, and we were talking about the album, and you know, he was telling me that you know, he's 64 now, and you know, he didn't make his first album until he was like really older, and I was like, but that's fine though, you know, your time is nothing, you know, you could do all of this stuff. Like I've been singing since I was 8. And I feel like I've done a lot of stuff, but people are still like, you need to do this and you need to do that. Like they still don't see it, but I'm sure you've probably done a lot of stuff, but who knows when it'll happen? You know, you could be maybe older. It could happen tomorrow. You know, who knows? So you just got to keep doing what you do.
At this point, I am. So people ask me, you know, and I like why not? You know, what are you doing it for? First of all, there are not too many people that get a chance to revisit some of their dreams, you know. But like just like the world, everything turns 360 degrees. So you know, with that being said, to have an opportunity to come back and be able to revisit, you know, a passion from the other side. Part of my things is, like I said, I used to rap. You know, I'm talking about. I did a couple shows in front of people and stuff like that, talent shows and stuff like that. You know, I did that. I used to drill team, all of that good stuff back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But it's like. Now, part of the problem back then was music was different back then. It wasn't as I'm gonna be real with it. It's easier to make music today, y'all.
Yeah.
It's easier to get music today, y'all. Back then, you had to, write your lyrics according to what somebody else wanted. It wasn't so easy for somebody to go in and change it unless you knew real musicians that actually knew how to play these instruments. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't gonna get the quality that you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Off just regular 808 beat machine, y'all. Like things were different. Yeah. So that was part of the frustration back then, and not being able to afford. I mean, people was charging overwhelming prices for studio time. People was charging overwhelming prices for tracks unless you knew somebody that actually did it on a like kind of like we're doing it now. So, to be able to come back to that and be now not having to be that person that's waiting on somebody else to do something, I can literally make whatever melody I want. You know what I'm saying? But it's just from the other side now. Now I don't do the lyrics, and I don't got to worry about that unless I decide to put something on wax, and which I may do every now and then. I might get my Kanye on every now and then, but I'm really, it's something about the music that makes me feel good, man. Like I look forward to getting to it, and sometimes I be like, oh man, I gotta make these tracks. I'm not saying it because I don't not like making music, is just I know once I get into that world, I'm gonna be in there for a while. You know, I have to throw me a lifeboat for me to get out, man. So
I totally understand that. I totally understand it.
Yeah, I love it.
It's always like, oh my God, because like I have a good. I don't know if I'm gonna post on Friday. I'm trying to because I recorded the song and it's taken me like 4 days to record it because I only have a certain time for recording. Anyway, I posting. I'm like, oh my God, I want to post it, but then you know how you gotta edit, you gotta do everything and make sure everything come out. So that's the part that stressed me out. It's just like, oh my God, I gotta do this. And then once I sit down and start doing it, I'm like into it, like you said.
That's what it is, man. It's what more because the truth is, and I'm gonna be real with y'all right now, man. My biggest supporter is the music that I make because it makes me feel good, and usually in the end, y'all, that if you can find something that makes you feel good, regardless whether anybody around you is making you feel good, you always got that. Anytime I'm feeling bad or I want to, go into a certain world or sit back and reminisce or whatever you want to call it, meditate, man, I can put on any track I want that could take me there. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's better than any therapy you could get, or any support from anybody that you could get. Your own creations, because if you ain't feeling good about yourself, man, it ain't gonna work in the end anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. I always say, I feel most vulnerable when I'm putting out music and stuff. Like when I actually, I'm uploading it, I'm sending it out there. That is like I feel so vulnerable because it's like everything that I've worked for, everything that I've just done for like hours and hours, it's gonna be judged. Like people it's being put up to be judged, and I feel like it's like the greatest thing ever. And so I stopped worrying about that. Like I stopped worrying about when I put it up there. I say, you know what? When I put it out there, this is what God has given me to share. Right. And if I put it up there and people don't like it, then they can just hit dislike and it'll be over. And but I still feel confident when I post every single.
And it's just some haters out there. Y'all with the haters, it's like, and that's another thing with YouTube policies. I don't know if y'all know some of those things have changed.
Yeah, I heard.
Changed the YouTube with the dislike button.
I heard,
things like that. You only have a certain amount of times you can say certain words before they kind of do some things to your channel. So I want y'all to be aware. Make sure you check those guidelines if you're a content creator, man, and make sure you knowing what's going on. But people, that's a big controversy about why YouTube has removed the dislike button, and people are like, well, if I can't dislike it, why should I even watch it? And it's yeah, people, it's crazy. People out there, because some people live to troll people. The truth is that it's some people that will come to your channel, they ain't even watch what you put out.
Right.
They'll automatically just click the dislike button just to be doing some hate. It's people are horrible. Like, people are horrible, you guys. And I've had to go through a lot to realize that, and it's not that I'm complaining about, because I've met good people along the way.
Yeah, me too.
It's just those horrible people that you meet that sometimes make you be like, man, ugh. Should I even
you can't worry about them though.
Yeah, you can't though, and that's what I'm learning.
Right,
I'm learning, and that's why I said these is not perfect, man. I'm learning and I'm adjusting, and the thing about it is, is that people hate to admit when they have issues with they mental or anxiety or have panic attacks. People are afraid to admit stuff like that when they feeling overwhelmed and that they reach a point or that they feeling emotional. Man, you ain't gonna never have to worry about that with these. I'm gonna get it out, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because that is that's the stuff that's holding people back, man. And people don't get that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let that stuff out. And to me, I want to be transparent. You know what I mean? As transparent as possible.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
You know, I mean, I think that makes people connect with you more too, because they know you and how you are and how you work and stuff. So
yeah, it's good to connect with people on that level, man, because there's so many relationships out of obligation.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know what's crazy is like when I first started YouTube, I didn't know about like, you know, there are people that are like really nasty and mean and stuff. And so I kept connecting with all these channels and stuff. And there was this one lady, she would be really nice, but then she would comment like some weird stuff. And I'm like, is she being mean or is she being nice? Like I didn't understand. And then there was a bunch of people kept making these videos like, I'm getting off YouTube, it's all drama.
Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot lately too. And it is, man.
One guy like this long letter saying like how, you know, you better watch it, you're really nice, people will try to eat you for lunch. Like he wrote me this letter and I was like, well, let them try me, I'll be here. Shit. Like I'm not going nowhere. Like, yeah.
Not being scared. See, and that's the thing, y'all. It's almost like with relationships. You can't let a past relationship deter you from trying to have future happiness. Yeah. It's the same thing with your channel, man. Like, although you gonna come and man, believe me, man, it hurts. Sometimes you want to go postal, man. And part of the reason why is you racking your brain trying to figure out why these people don't like for what. Why not? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Because I possess something that you don't possess. You know, a personality. You know what I'm saying? Or you might not have as much charisma. Well, let me help you with that then. Let's do a collab and let's work on that. Don't hate on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so that's the thing with me and being a Gemini, man. I've never ever, man, if I didn't have people around me that would be like, these, you need to just that, you know, but you might want to let that one go. Don't worry about it. Check it over your shoulder, keep moving. And that's what I'm saying. Those are the people that they don't know how much they helped me, because man, I'm a firecracker, y'all. Like I don't, you know what I mean? I'm very wise, I'm very knowledgeable, all of that, man. I'm very educated, all of that good stuff, man. But I am also had this gene that my mother left me called I don't give a fuck. And if you feel like you could just say anything to me and play me like you know, and treat me like, you know, just because like I said on the last stream, just because I play games, that don't mean you could treat me like I'm a game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So so that's what sometimes being that rough and being that upfront sometimes scares people. They say I'm intimidating. I don't see it. I'm a big teddy bear, y'all. I love people and I have true emotions.
You seem very kind. You don't seem intimidating at all to me.
Man, people, you would be surprised what I hear. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised what I hear, because I've had streams where they call what I just said in most cases, and that's why I said I'm enjoying this conversation with you, because in most other cases, people be saying I'm ranting. I'm not ranting. I'm just telling you how it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you haven't experienced that yet, you're not making it.
Right.
If you haven't experienced somebody hating on you, you're not making it. I mean, and I guess, because like I said, when I thought I was doing good, y'all, when I was having big streams and everybody in there kumbaya and all of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, my first experience was somebody calling me, you know, a racial slur on a live stream.
Really? Wait, so if you don't mind me asking, what were you connected with before? Because was it like a group of people or?
So basically, I started off my channel, you know what I mean, as just me. You know, it started with my family, and then I saw an opportunity in promoting others. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, you know, I was doing Minecraft. It was working for us. I had the family thing going, but it just was. I need something to sustain when Minecraft die out or whatever the case may be. I just didn't want to be a dead channel. So I start reaching out to different people, pulling them together, pulling them to the Discord, promoting their videos, having raid sessions, kind of like the people that come raid you. We used to do that to, oh, you need 100 subs, man. Let me bring about 10 people in here. Let's get you 10 subs. Right. That's how I built my channel.
Wow.
I mean, I let people in my camp that, I mean, and like I said, that's the story. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, no, it's like, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
You know, I let people in my camp, and you know what I'm saying? And the truth is that a lot of the things that happen, I take a lot of responsibility for me being naive, that people have grown and matured to the fact of where they're not trying to get through that YouTube door first, and it's not me. It's about, we all came up together, you know what I'm saying? Let's do this. And like I said, people will say one thing in your face. Right. Do a whole nother thing behind your back. People will start rumors. People will do whatever they can.
Crazy. I can't believe they do that.
People are dirty out here, man. People are dirty out here. And the truth of the matter is that, you know, even when you address them directly, they will be bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? And then come to find out, you know, that is exactly how you thought it was. But
so you have to address someone directly.
I addressed them directly. I asked them what's going on, what's happening, and you know, all nothing, and you know, it just, like I said, it was my one time. So YouTube, let me go even back further. I am I've always been a to myself person. That's even with my family. I'm like the black sheep of the family. You know what I'm saying? I'm that dude that everybody like. That, you know, I'm him. You know what I'm saying? You know, I say it. I say what I say, and I say it how I mean it. I have no holds barred. If you fake and you don't appreciate me, I won't come around, man. I don't need to be. I'm not one of them people that need people to be around. Right. You know what I'm saying? I've been a self-sustaining person since I was a child. You know what I'm saying? I moved out of my house when I was 16 and been taking care of myself ever since. Wow. You know what I mean? So I've grown to be a survivor. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, it's like YouTube was my first opportunity at kind of like accepting other people and trying to work with other people and trying to, you know, let people in. You know what I'm saying? Let people in. Like I said, I was more so acquaintances, but I wouldn't let you get past a certain person. You know, everybody got them walls, but my walls was 10 feet deep. You feel me? 10 feet deep. So I actually reduced my walls to about two feet doing with this YouTube, because it's like, people were encouraging me, and it's something about attaboys, y'all. It's something about attaboys that soften you up and that make you feel good about yourself. Even if you know, even if before you know that it's coming from a wrong place or from a fake place, at the time, those attaboys were making me strive and do better things. So it wasn't all bad, because out of that, whether it was fake or whether it was real, motivation and all of that, it drove me to do other things. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm a triple threat, and it just fuels the fire. Y'all hate on me is gonna fuel my fire. Y'all ain't even knowing. I'm gonna come back harder than I did even before. And if people that I know, they know right now. Some of the people that know the stuff that I went through and kind of where I came from, I'm not getting the support that I was, but they know that content that's dropping. They know these shows that's dropping. It's just a matter of time, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Before the universe and the stars align and all that stuff. Yeah. So I don't want to take up the whole show, y'all, but
no worries. Do what you do. I'm listening. I'm totally listening. I love hearing, you know, the stories and, like, you know, what you've been through too. You know, I mean, everybody learns from everybody. So it's true though. It's so crazy. And then I feel like you have, like, you know, you have that sweet thing, like, I'm not trying to say that you're sweet. I'm just saying, like, you have a kind thing about you that I could totally feel, you know? And I feel like I have that. And I meet a lot of people that have that kind thing about them. But then when I meet the people that are pretending to have that kind thing about them, I'm starting to see now that not everyone is like nice like us, you know, not everyone is
take advantage of it. Whoever wrote you that letter, they did not lie to you, man. And the thing about it is that in this game, being my type of person sometimes don't always suit the business, because you lose business and you lose relationships, because everybody know. I'd rather do mine different, man. Like, for example, if I got 100 people, you know what I'm saying, and I don't like 50 of those people, and I don't feel like they're gonna be beneficial mentally for me to work with them, but business wise it may be beneficial, but mentally then I got these other people that may not be able to offer as much, but mentally I am in tune with them.
Right.
I would rather take those 50 people and cut the other 50. I mean, and that's where I made my mistake with DIDNT. Right. So what I originally wanted to do with DIDNT was to have it a small people that work together on everything. We worked together on doing different shows like this. You know, we did, you know, live broadcasts together. We gamed together. We did every bit innovative. We made, you know, I wanted script writers, artists. I was trying to build a real empire. You know what I'm saying? So I started just come on to Deesville. Everybody come to Deesville, and then it became to the point to where I had to support so many people because I you know that I'm the head of this server. I got to support so many people.
Right.
Then when I started noticing when I wasn't able to do that, unlike your biggest YouTubers that y'all watch, they don't fucking even respond to all y'all comments. They might not never come to your page and check out none of your content. They might not comment on one video ever.
Right.
And they don't, but you still watch them and you still support them.
Right.
But somebody who you know been coming to your page and was doing this and was doing that, was promoting you on my Facebook page, promoting you on my Facebook page, not my stuff, not nothing we did together, but your stuff. Hey, come on, they got a live stream coming up at this time. Those are the type of things I was doing. And I start to notice, I'm talking about month, 2, 3, 4 months. I was growing, but I wasn't always getting that treatment back, but I still smiled and sucked it up, you know. But I had a couple streams where I snapped out. I was like, man, you fake that, and you know, my people was like, these you shouldn't have did that. But I, you know what I'm saying?
Going off on them.
I mean,
going off on them.
A person only could take so much. You know what I'm saying? Giving theyself.
Right.
And like I said, even though I'm a man, I know that.
Right.
Just because you treat somebody and you do something for somebody, it's almost like the same thing when, oh, I loaned you $500 and got you out of pinch. But now my rent due, I can't afford to pay my rent. I need like $300. Can I get that? They ain't answering their phone, or I got it, but they never get back with you.
Right.
You can't expect, and that's the thing, you can't expect people, and that's the hardest lesson that
because that's the way you are, right? That's the way you are. It's not necessarily the way they are. And that's the part that is.
It's hard lessons though.
That's draining. That's very draining too.
Yeah, it is. It is. So it makes you want to isolate. You know.
Yeah. So you find yourself not even wanting to be
not even wanting to have to deal with it because it's cheaper to avoid unnecessary conflict.
Yep.
Because I know I ain't gonna. I mean, I conflict with myself. We all have battles with ourselves within, but I mean, I'm stuck with myself, so obviously I'm gonna have to get myself the support I need at some point. I can't expect for other people to come around and, you know,
right, that's true.
You know, people sit back and they talk to me, and it's like it'd be like some of the people that I mean, feel like you would expect to be there for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you can't do it, y'all. And what you're doing is you setting yourself up for a letdown when you come to think about, and the truth is, they're probably not even thinking about you, mad about them for that.
Not at all.
They don't even know they nonetheless might even care. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you wasting your energy. You know what I'm saying? You wasting your chi, all of that on things that can be used for making
watch how you spend your what is it? It's like watch how you spend your
energy, how you spend your energy.
Watch how, and then like and you, who knows, like the people that you're thinking that you know, that's not coming around or doing, they could be having a hard time too. You know, we never
know what's going on.
So
but once again, I'm gonna
actually say it, you don't know if that's actually the case. So right.
Now but once again, so the people that I'm complaining about, y'all, is not the ones Terrill is talking about. I'm talking about it's the people you blatantly know is going around just around you. You will know what I'm talking about, y'all, when you see it.
Yeah, you're
a person that go places and you go and you hop here and you hop there and you check out people. You will start to see it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you come in the room, they'll be off like, hey, what's going on? How you doing? And shit. But you know what I mean? No, y'all, I'm not bitter. I'm just telling you this is the reality of this. This game right here. And if you weak-minded, And if you weak at heart, man, you ain't gonna survive, bro. I'm just gonna tell y'all, man. If you ain't got that type of mentality that, oh, you tried to kick me. Oh, okay, well then I'm finna come like this. Like if you ain't one of them, coming back to the topic, y'all. Struggles with artists. You didn't heard a lot of struggles. You know what I'm saying? And y'all done heard about a lot of things that's struggling. And like I said, man, these real talks, it's hard to stay on topic because every topic brings another topic, brings another issue. Pretty much at this point, this is the type of show where I want it to be, where I throw a topic on the table and we're just gonna catch the response. Whatever it takes is, whatever blows our hair back, that's what we're going with, y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. And, you know, we can agree to disagree, man. I want to be perfectly clear. These are my opinions. I don't feel like the world revolves around deeds, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. I'm not one of those narcissistic, whatever, however you call them type dudes.
All right.
But I am a person that I appreciate my worth. And I feel like for those people that go out there and they work hard, they deserve for people to be there for them and be true and genuine. Everybody deserves people in their life that are like that.
Yeah, true. That's true. That's so true.
Fortunately, it's a dime a dozen, y'all. So when you get one, make sure you hold on to them. Keep them tight. You know what I'm saying? Keep it tight. So
right.
I mean, what, you know, I guess we need to be wrapping up. What do you think? So what's your last thoughts of the day?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love to say, you know, for anyone that is like anyone that's out there that's like working hard and they're just doing their thing, you know, just keep doing your thing. And, you know, you never know when or what'll pop off for you or happen for you. So you just got to keep doing your thing no matter what you're going through. And it always works out, because when does it not work out? You know, even if you decide to do something else, it's still going to work out.
Right. For you. Don't be scared to venture off. I always tell people that. Don't be scared to venture off into something else and take a chance on yourself, man.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, though.
So once again, you guys, we got Terrill in the building. I appreciate so much you hanging out. Yeah, so get some chairs. Hanging out with your boy D's on another Real Talk with D's. Once again, you guys, if you have not checked out the D'sville merch shop, please make sure you go ahead and check it out. If you need content for your channel, please make sure you go ahead, and that's where you see what Terrill got. You know what
I love that shirt.
Yeah, we got some new designs coming in for 2022, y'all. So this is just
a shirt every day. I'm just kidding. I love it.
I'm glad you like it, y'all. So, and if you need stuff for your channel, get with your boy D's. We're gonna make sure we get Terrill at the website so she can put some reviews. And when y'all get shirts, man, and y'all support, make sure you go ahead and go to the website, throw some reviews so other people can hop on board, man. We ain't gonna move this train, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't nothing else, we ain't got cars pushing behind us, man. We gotta get this locomotive started. So with that being said, also make sure you check out D'sville Music Show. We got a new one. This album that you're hearing right now will premiere the whole album this Saturday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, only on D'sville Music Show. D'sville Music, Real Talk with D's. We premiering the full show for King this Sunday. And wait a minute, this is Sunday. Yeah, it's this Sunday, man. So you're gonna see this on the preview, y'all. You're gonna see this part right here on the preview. This full show won't be until the following Sunday. Man, it's so much, Terrill.
Oh,
it's so much, Terrill. But we're gonna make sure it's good. Terrill, I appreciate you hanging out. Thank you so much. I'm your host, D's, the hardest working host in the game. If you have not checked out Terrill, please make sure you check her out. Her link will be in the description. Catch you on the next one.
Peace.
Who is that? D'sville